Clean, simple, and now more powerful than ever. Elementary OS 8.1 has officially arrived, and it marks one of the biggest technical shifts in the project's history. From a brand new secure session powered by Wayland to official support for ARM64 hardware, there is a lot to unpack. If you've been waiting for a reason to switch back to the thoughtful OS, this is it. Let's dive in. All right, let's talk about the big headline feature in Elementary OS 8.1, the new secure session. And this is huge because for the first time ever, Elementary is officially defaulting to Wayland. Now, this isn't just some nerdy backend switch. This changes everything. Wayland brings better privacy right out of the box, smoother animations across the entire desktop, and finally, proper fractional scaling. So if you've got a 4K monitor or a high-resolution laptop, your user interface can now scale cleanly to 125%, 150%, whatever you need. And it looks crisp. None of that blurry mess we used to get on X11. In short, your desktop looks sharper, moves smoother, and keeps your data more secure. 8.1 is a massive step forward. Security also gets a boost. When a password prompt pops up, notice how the entire screen dims. This blocks focus stealing, meaning no other app can hijack your attention or trick you into typing your password. You always know exactly which app is asking for your credentials. This prevents phishing-style tricks where fake windows try to capture passwords in the background. Now let's talk about what's happening under the hood. Because Elementary OS 8.1 is an absolute beast. It ships with Linux kernel 6.14 and Mesa 25, and that combo delivers some serious performance gains, especially for anyone running Intel's new Lunar Lake chips or the latest AMD Ryzen hardware. You're going to see faster graphics, better battery life, and overall snappier performance across the board. But the biggest headline here? Official ARM64 support. Yep, you can now run Elementary OS natively on Apple Silicon Macs and on Raspberry Pi devices that use UEFI booting. That is huge. This basically opens the floodgates for Elementary to run on a whole new generation of devices. Everything from tiny low-power boards to high-end M-series Macs. The ecosystem just got way bigger. All right, let's talk about the desktop. Because Pantheon in 8.1 got some really sweet quality of life upgrades. First up, the dock. It now shows icons for background apps, which is super helpful if you have things running quietly behind the scenes. And they've baked in a workspace switcher right into the dock, so when you're multitasking like crazy, you never lose track of where anything is. It's clean, it's simple, and it makes the workflow way smoother. Even dark mode got smarter. If you manually toggle it while you're on a schedule, Elementary doesn't freak out anymore. It just snoozes your manual change until the next sunrise or sunset. So, your schedule stays intact, and you still get the theme you want in the moment. And the lock screen now supports dark mode. First up, folders. They've been redesigned with smoother, rounder corners, and they now match the look of the file's app icon perfectly. It's subtle, but it makes the whole desktop feel way more consistent. Icons that show a computer mouse have been updated too. And yes, they finally include a scroll wheel. And any icons that show a pointer have been tweaked to match the brand new cursor design in 8.1. So everything feels modern and unified. They even updated the pointer previews inside the mouse and touchpad settings, cleaned up lighting, rounded off a few edges, and added missing icon sizes developers kept asking for. And here's a big quality of life change. If an app uses a weird or non-standard icon name, Elementary now falls back to the Adwaita icon instead of showing a broken or missing icon. It's all small stuff, but together it makes the OS look tighter, cleaner, and way more polished. Elementary OS 8.1 also brings two brand new system apps, and they're super useful. First, we've got Monitor. It's a clean, modern way to check your CPU, RAM, and overall system usage without all the clutter you get in other Linux system monitors. It's simple, it's fast, and it looks like it belongs in Elementary. Then there's Maps, now a full first-class system app powered by OpenStreetMap. It loads fast, it's privacy-friendly, and it's actually useful for quick navigation or location lookups. App Center also got a major upgrade. You'll now see percentage-based ratings from the Open Desktop Rating Service, which makes it way easier to judge apps at a glance. And gamers, App Center finally shows whether a game supports a controller before you hit download. Huge win. And for the power users out there, the Files app now supports admin //. That means you can open and edit system files with elevated privileges right from the file manager. No more switching to the terminal for every little tweak. 8.1 isn't just polished, Wipeout, it's smarter, more helpful, and packed with upgrades you'll actually use. Now, let's talk about a major change in how you maintain your system. In previous versions, everything from a calculator update to a kernel patch was lumped together in the App Center. Starting with OS 8 and refined here in 8.1, Elementary has split updates into two distinct worlds to make your life easier. First, we have app updates. These still live in the App Center. These are your flat packs and curated apps. The best part, they never require a restart. You can update your browser, your code editor, or your music player while you're using them, and just keep on working. It's seamless, non-intrusive, and keeps your flow state intact. But then we have system updates. These have been moved entirely to system settings. We're talking about the heavy lifting stuff: kernel updates, security patches, and drivers. These now always require a restart to install. Now I know what you're thinking. Ooh, a restart? But hear me out. By separating these, Elementary is ensuring that critical system files are never being modified while the OS is actively running them. This drastically reduces the chance of a crash or a borked install. When you're ready to wrap up for the day, you head to System Settings, hit Restart and Update, and the OS handles the rest in a secure offline state. In 8.1, they've even added a detailed progress bar and download sizes, so you aren't left staring at a blank screen wondering if it's frozen. It's a more pro way to handle stability, and honestly, it makes the OS feel a lot more robust. Alright, let's talk about a feature for the power users and the efficiency junkies. If you feel like your mouse is slowing you down, Elementary OS 8.1 has a secret weapon: custom app shortcuts. In most operating systems, you're stuck with whatever shortcuts the developers gave you. But here, you can create custom key bindings for specific app actions. Want a single key combo to open a new incognito window in your browser? You can do that. Want to trigger a specific new memo command in your Notes app without digging through menus? Done. Elementary OS 8.1 feels like the project is finally maturing into a professional-grade workstation OS. It's faster, more secure, and more inclusive with improved screen reader support for the installer. You can grab the ISO right now at elementary.io. It's a pay-what-you-can model, so if you find value in their work, consider tossing them a few bucks. What do you think of the move to Wayland? Is ARM support enough to make you switch? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Linux news. I'll see you in the next one.